Hello, welcome back. I have been promoted.
You kind of promoted yourself.
I got a pay rise, and I'm introducing the video.
We'll talk about this pay rise later.
2 times 0 is still 0.
Yes, that is the assumption that I would be getting paid. I'm not. I just use my Saturdays to do this stuff.
Yeah.
It's called masking tape for a reason.
Because you use it as a mask.
No.
You cover your face with it.
No.
No, not the breathing holes, just the rest of the face.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The breathing holes.
You know when you teach your children anatomy, this is your eyes,
And
these are your
eyes.
ears,
And ears and mouth and breathing
holes.
holes.
Oh no, I was including all 3.
You don't breathe through your
Well,
mouth.
sometimes you
I
do
do.
talk out your ass, though.
Me in particular?
I do because
Oh, okay.
I breathe out my mouth because I've got a fucked up nose inside.
Okay, this wasn't a platform to share this.
Do you want to know about the rest of my fucked up body, audience?
No!
No, look. I navigate to Hugo's dad book page and type out a message.
What the fuck is that question?
Like the video if you want it.
No! Okay. Hey Hugo, great seeing you at the barbecue.
We don't get dislikes again.
Want to hang out sometime? I'll wait a few minutes before the computer dings. Uh-oh.
He and Damien should get together. They can have essay writing competitions and deal with their 2 sons.
What's up?
He wants us to go to the aquarium.
You should read it.
You want me to read? Uh-oh.
He wants you to help chaperone. Why do all these
I'm
people...
so glad you messaged me.
That's not his voice. All of these people are like, hey, I'd love to hang out, but I have to look after entire teams of children. Would you like to come and help?
They're putting the dad into dad. I'm so glad you messaged me, and I definitely want to hang out sometime, but I have a favour to ask. Our class is going on a field trip to the aquarium today, and one of our chaperones called in sick.
What does Cornelius do for a
Is
job?
there any possible way you could come by and replace them?
Oh, Cornelius
Does
is
he
like,
have a job?
he's loaded.
He might just
Maybe he does
have quite a lot
weird
of
stuff.
He might have a lot of life insurance.
Weird stuff.
He's a cam model.
Oh no, that's a different game.
Cornelius Candy Floss.
With a name like that.
Model. There's nothing wrong with that. I support him.
I completely understand if you don't want to or can't make it, but I'm going to be honest with you here. It's the middle school class. I need as much help as I can get.
It's the middle school class that includes Lucian and his own
it does
son.
too.
I am sorry, I can't make it. I have a live cam scheduled with a very rich donor.
I think about it for a moment. Oh man, that's a lot of screaming kids that I'd be accountable for. And they're in middle school. Arguably the worst age to be. That's like what, 13, 14? Was it like a little younger, more like 12, 13?
Yeah, I think it's like intermediate.
Too hard a bit of time in
Year
intermediate than like year 9,
Year
10
9.
was the...
I didn't go to intermediate.
The year 9 class. It was
You were 12 at one point though, right?
the year below me at my school. Little shit.
No, I skipped a year. Of age.
Oh, you skipped
My
it.
year
Oh,
9
nice!
My year 9 class was also little shits.
You just dodged like 2005.
Yeah.
Amanda silently trudges into the kitchen and pours herself a bowl of cereal. Morning, Amanda.
Amanda.
Morning, Pops.
Hey, how was middle school for you?
Bad, but nobody likes middle school. It's 3 years of bad acne, which for some people never goes away. I'm sorry, that's me. Crying and being generally terrible.
I wouldn't say yours was bad.
I have my days.
Like,
I can cover it up with makeup now.
yeah, that's true. But like, my sister's in the middle of that at the moment.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just
It's
not
like,
fun because there's not much you can do about it.
No.
It's like you couldn't cover it up with makeup, but then it's just a cycle because it makes it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone sucks, no self-awareness. It's just a bunch of hormonal teenagers locked in a gross old building for 40 plus hours a week doing long division and starting fights over, I don't know, pizza day? Pizza day?
Your school has pizza day, Amanda? You never told me.
School lunches.
Top
I
40s
understand,
pop?
but my school never
From
had
my
pizza
knowledge
day.
of school lunches, which is based almost entirely on the TV show Recess, that is a thing.
Sure, I mean, I went to school which had school lunches. So
Oh, did you?
It was like chips, mainly.
Oh.
This was in Britain rather than
Oh.
Yeah.
America, though.
Well, my school in England had lunches,
Oh my
but you
God.
could choose to take your own.
Yeah, which I
didn't
did.
actually realise
I
I'd
also
gone to
took
school in
mine.
Britain.
Because my mum didn't want me to have like 2 hot meals a day, so she would send me lunch with sandwiches.
Yeah, because that'd be too hot.
Did Jamie Oliver ever show up?
Oh, did you get Twizzlers? We had
I hear that's a
Twizzlers
thing
in
that happens to schools in the UK.
They're not very nice though.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
just going to lean over and click the mouse here.
Middle schools should be avoided at all costs. What was your middle school experience like? I don't
What
remember.
was this? I mentioned... I don't know, what was Cornelius' experience like?
Probably fine.
It was probably fine,
My
right?
assumption would be I didn't like it, but that's based on his...
No, but think
Cornelius was like a
what
wild
he's like in
child.
college, right?
Yeah.
He went off. I'd imagine he thought it was fine. There's nothing really out of the ordinary for me. I had friends who... Oh no, they all wronged me in some way, shape or form. They were terrible to me. And wait, I was terrible to them too. It's all rushing back to me. Middle school was awful. I'd repressed it for so long.
You can try to escape it, but it is awful.
Dad, did we just have a breakthrough?
I think we did.
See, middle schoolers are reprehensible. Wait, why are you asking me about middle school?
Oh, Mr. Vega requested my help to chaperone his middle school class to the aquarium. Just wanted to know what I was in for.
Dad, you get around.
You get to
Amanda,
go to
it's,
the
it's
aquarium?
not like that.
Are you kidding me? The last field trip I got to go on was to the clam chowder factory. They didn't even give us clam chowder. They gave us square pizza at a clam chowder factory.
What's square pizza?
It's pizza that's shaped like a square.
Is it like instant pizza?
I don't know.
Like came in a box and that's like square?
Often, traditionally in pizzerias in Italy, they actually are square, so I don't
Oh
think that'd
yeah. So to be
really
fair,
bad.
Amanda, the clam chowder factory we went to wasn't Italy, so you can't really complain. Oh, is that why you don't eat clam chowder anymore?
No, it's because Bobby Wellingham threw up into one of the vats of clam chowder and I'm the only one who saw it happen.
Oh no! And they wouldn't be able to tell.
I think they'd be able to. You didn't tell anyone about this, huh?
It haunts me.
Right. Let's leave that story firmly in the past.
Anyway, you should just do it. Mr. Vega sounds like he could really use the help. Plus, you get to hang out with cool fish.
It's not a very nice thing to say about your teacher.
He's a bit wet.
Anyway, I get kind of weird about aquariums. The ocean makes me nervous.
What? Are you worried that a whale is going to pop out of the touch tank and swallow you whole?
Don't you put fear in my heart.
Well, do they have penguins there?
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh my
they
God.
have penguins.
Penguins!
It's like Kelly Tarleton's.
Yeah. Or the Antarctic.
Let's go to Kelly's house.
Then it's settled. Penguins outweigh fear of ocean.
I sit back down at the computer and let Hugo know that I'm available. I'm also going to come along to the aquarium thing. He tells me to meet him at the aquarium and gives me the address. I grab my keys and kiss Amanda on the forehead. You right? Before I head out.
I go and change my relationship status from complicated.
Too thirsty.
I'm
Looking
pretty
for-
sure it's not complicated.
So currently he's looking for action with 7 different dads.
Not really.
I'm pretty
Not
sure
with
we're not
Brian.
looking for many of...
Not with Robert. We
Why
definitely
is
fucked
there
that one
not
up.
a 7-sim ending to this game?
Because there isn't.
Is there?
No.
I don't
I
know.
don't think there is.
Why would
Oh.
you want that?
Because then you can be with all of them.
I mean, you could.
Sorry, it would be an 8-sim.
Great, that's fine.
Sorry.
That sounds really complicated. Trying to deal with one person is like hard enough.
You're talking like logistics wise or like...
No, I mean
Mechanically.
just emotionally.
Oh.
Ah.
I arrive at the aquarium
Did you both jump to the physical section of that?
to find that the school buses have beaten me there. Preteens huddle around their teachers in small... So maybe it is like 10 through 12. No, but they have acne. How are they preteens? Preteens huddle around their teachers in small groups, yelling at each other and goofing off. Every teacher looks like they're at their wits' end. Hugo jogs up to me, looking frizzled. I'm so glad you're here.
If that's frazzled.
His bow tie is like 1 degree askew.
His vest is a bit crumpled.
Hugo,
I don't know.
it's been a debacle all morning. We're short-handed and most of the kids won't stop screaming, as I'm sure you know is the case with all middle schoolers.
They're really rubbing this in, huh?
I lived through Amanda at 12. I'm all too familiar. Great.
Oh.
Well, it's you and me chaperoning a group of 10 kids. They're over here. Hugo walks me over to a gaggle of preteens who are all sitting on the ground, playing with their phones. They're not kicking each other like some of the other groups, so we're off to a good start. Can you guys put your phones away? All of the kids look up for a moment, stare at Hugo. And then they go back to texting. At least they're quiet. Too quiet. These guys are up to something. I can feel it. There's no way. They're too busy thinking about not getting food stuck in their braces to pull any stunts. It's middle school, after all. We'll see.
I love how Cornelius is telling a teacher who has the experience to know.
Also, it's a fucking aquarium. Oh man, aquariums.
Look at that.
The classes start filing to the aquarium, and Hugo hands out massive stapled packets of paper to each kid. These are due at the end of the field trip. Yes, this will be for a grade. No, you can't borrow a pencil. The kids collectively groan and grab the sheets from Hugo. What's in the packet? Honestly, it's just busy work so the teachers can have a moment's reprieve. I think one of the questions asked them to sit quietly for 10 minutes.
To
For
think
10
about
minutes
what
to
they've
think about the Great Barrier Reef.
Weef.
Weef. My Great Barrier Wife. Oh man, okay, new Japanese series.
The Real Housewives of Great Barrier Reef.
Natural wonders.
As anime wives?
As anime
As
women.
cute anime girls.
Yes.
So you'd have the Great Barrier Reef.
Yes,
Can we
the
stop
Great
saying
Barrier Waifu.
Stop it.
Okay, teacher
You'd
hacks.
have oh, okay, fine. Teacher hacks. I like that. Oh, wait, I thought you were an English teacher. What does the aquarium have to do with books? We just did a unit on the old man and the sea. Nothing quite like introducing kids to the futile perseverance of the human spirit by making them pet stingrays. It gives us time to check out some of the exhibits as well. Come on, they have a phenomenal section of tropical fish. While the kids sit on the floor and pretend to do their assignments while they text, Hugo and I wander over to a large tank filled with brightly coloured fish. Hugo points to a brown and white fish with long spines. That right there is a lionfish.
Oh
Do you
no.
know?
That's scary.
They're not that bad.
They're very poisonous,
There's like a glass in the way.
I guess.
Do you want me to hold your hand next time we go to the aquarium, Sam?
We've never been to an aquarium, Alistair.
Says you.
Take me to the aquarium first, then we'll talk.
Sorry.
This is my life.
Did you know that their stomachs can expand up to 30 times in size?
Oh, mine too.
Whoa.
No, it can't.
Their spines are venomous too. Nature's hardcore. You think that's bad? Take a look at this one over here. Hugo points to a spiny, grumpy-looking fish hanging out near the bottom of the tank. That's a stonefish, the most venomous fish in the world.
They're more scary.
And they just, like, keep it here? Oh, they're relatively harmless, so long as you don't step on them. What happens if you step on them?
You die.
Tissue necrosis. Cool. Nature's wild.
Was that a TV show?
Girls Gone Wild?
No, Nate. No.
What?
What?
That's not a TV show. What kind of TV are you watching, Louise?
I've never seen that.
Nature is
It's the only
wild.
TV show that I
It
know.
was a
which has
tagline
that
for
title.
TV show or something.
Beer Grylls, maybe. Probably not.
It's Memphis is wild. Sorry.
Man, Hugo seems to know a lot about fish. I feel the overwhelming need to impress him. Hey, see that fish over... Man, Corliss has self-esteem issues, huh? That one. Yeah, that's the...
Blue-nosed wigglyfish.
Blue-nosed wiggly...
Hump-head wrasse?
Humphead might actually be a humphead wrasse.
That's an actual thing.
Yeah. Do you want a long shot and go for the humphead wrasse?
I do like humpy dresses. In fact, that is a humpy dress right there.
Let's do it.
Right there, that big boy.
Humphead wrasse.
The absolute unit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you know that... Oh, we've good choices.
Paranormal-
Which do you want?
Paranormal fish trivia.
These are all good options.
Psychiatry.
See, and I was liking political.
Psychiatric.
These all seem like really funny choices.
Oh,
Paranormal fish trivia.
Paranormal?
paranormal fish.
Okay, paranormal. This fish sleeps upside down, but contrary to popular belief, is not an actual vampire. That's the vampire fish. Wait, are you serious?
Absolutely not.
I'm playing through the gag here. Ah,
Yay!
good one.
Jolly old show, old chap.
You'll see my pickles
Oh,
yet,
me.
Cornelius.
Oh god. No, thank you.
We lead the kids to another room. Sharks, sea turtles, eels, and other marine life swim around in a massive floor-to-ceiling aquarium. The kids begin trying to take selfies with the sharks.
Shark
Wait,
face.
are they judging? What's wrong with that?
Oh, shark lip syncs.
Oh man, you're right.
Hugo leaves my side to separate two kids who started fighting over a Capri Sun.
Capri Sun?
Capri Sun. It's like a juicy box.
Oh,
Like
That's
juice
juice
bottle.
box.
I walk around the
don't
room.
have them here.
No, we're not missing much. Reading the tiny little blurbs about different fish swimming inside of the enclosure. After a while, I look around and see Hugo again. He's gazing up at the aquarium in childlike wonder. The ripples in the water cast blue, moving shadows across his face. For someone surrounded by angry hormonal preteens, he looks completely peaceful. He also looks really good in this light. I hope he doesn't notice me staring.
He looks cute. Cute. I feel like it's important to emphasize this.
You're right there, Sam.
You said it wrong.
He sounded so indignant. But no, he's cute, okay? Wow. I walk over to join him. Beautiful, isn't it? No. The middle one. I can't. Well, I mean, the bottom
We
is
can
what the
learn a
bottom one is
great
what.
deal from Mother Ocean.
To be fair, the bottom one is what Cornelius would say.
Okay, the bottom one is what you. It's it.
No, Cornelius, one's eating the other.
Wait, that shouldn't happen in an
Oh,
aquarium.
no.
That's bad.
Oh, well. We stand together for a moment, admiring the wonders of marine life.
They would stop that in an aquarium, wouldn't they?
Did you sure they wouldn't have stuff in the same tank which would eat? Oh, it's a sunfish. Oh, the sunfish.
They've got horseshoe crabs.
But I want to look. The sunfish. I'm going to put
Oh
a
my
circle on
God.
it anyway. Look at that.
What?
Beast.
That's such a good drawing.
It is. It is.
Well,
It
sunfish
looks like
is
it could be a
It's
penguin.
like, it's the essence of a sunfish.
This
sunfish
here?
is easiest
It
fish
looks
to
like
draw.
it could be a penguin if you made the top of it round, added an eye, and then like a belly.
Yep.
It would be a penguin.
And then say,
Keeping up saying hi. Can you add that?
Do it.
yeah, you might be overestimating my artistic ability, but I'll have a go.
Touch tank.
We eventually make our way to the touch tank room, which seems to be the only thing the kids are actually interested in. Tank's filled with a variety of horseshoe crabs, sea urchins, stingrays, and small fish. I stand around the edge of the tank and keep a wary distance from the sea life. Who knows what kind of nefarious plans those horseshoe crabs have for my well-moisturised hands. The trick is, you do it once before you go to bed, once when you get up in the morning, and then just once to be safe as well, you moisturise after lunch.
Oh, moisturizer. How's it going, guys?
You can tell Sam's laughing because the mouse is moving up and down as he like laughs.
What?
Good joke.
Thank you.
Hugo.
I think we were just kind of like, why? I think that
Because
was
I'm
the
trying to
response.
contribute because it's Alistair only talking to himself.
Yeah, what's new? Hugo rolls up his sleeve and sticks his hand in the water.
They look like dung beetles, these things.
Don't you want to pet some rays, Cornelius?
Horseshoe crabs, they're great.
Oh, I think I'm good. I don't really... I think I will just stay over here and admire them from a respectful distance. Oh, come on, it'll be fun and informative. Don't make fun of me, but I'm scared to touch them. I get weird when there's no glass separating us. I don't know what any of those things are, but I get the feeling they'll probably bite me in my delicious hands I give them the chance. Nothing in this tank can hurt you, other than that one, and that one, oh, and that guy. But other than that, the stingrays have had their barbs removed, the horseshoe crabs eat only little clams, and the anemones are perfectly safe to touch. Against my better judgment, I approach the tank. Slowly dipping my hand into the cold water, I touch a stingray as it glides past me. See? Not so bad. It feels like fun slimy liver.
Oh.
The stingray does. Things get a lot less scary when you learn more about them, right?
Fun Slimy Liver is the name of my band.
Good.
Be a good name.
I was afraid you were going to say band there. I dive my hand back into the touch tank with renewed vigour for ocean life. I poke at some urchins and feel the hard carapace of a... Poke. Get up my chimney, you urchin. There's a minigame in it for you. and feel the hard carapace of a horseshoe crab. My hand brushes against Hugo's as you reach for the same anemone.
Anemone.
I'm saying anemone.
You're saying anemone.
You are.
Am I? Oh, that's awkward.
Anemone.
My hand brushes against Hugo's as you reach for Greg. I pull away, blushing. Hugo smiles at me.
Anemone or is it
Anemone.
Anemone.
It's spelled anemone, so
Anemone.
I can see
No,
what you're saying.
what? Anemone.
Yeah,
No,
but
it's
it is
N-E-M.
spelled.
It's
Yeah,
N-E-M.
it's spelled anemone, but I think it is actually an anemone. I see an anemone. Oh no.
Oh, I was getting confused. I thought you were saying the first one as the anemone.
Hey, you're supposed to be touching the fish. Sorry, I just get a little carried away sometimes. Wait. That girl over there looks suspicious. Why is that? Backpack's usually there. Wait, hold on.
Oh no.
Susan, get back here. Hugo runs after a middle schooler and catches her before she can make it to the
Oh,
exit.
no, what's
She's
she put in
stealing
there?
a fish. Want to tell me what's in the bag?
Textbooks?
Want to tell me what's really in the bag? Susan won't budge. I walk over to Hugo and the girl. I think he might need a bad cop. Look, kid. That's an easy 5 to 10
I'm
in the
not
clink.
afraid to hit a child.
Let's
What?
not say that.
That's
Yeah,
an easy
yeah.
5 to 10 in the clink. I had a bud go down for that once. He came out a changed man. Said he missed the bars.
You're not a teacher. You can't tell me what to do.
Yes, well, I am. Can you please put the bag down? Next time we won't say please. Susan stares even at Hugo for a moment before dropping her book bag on the floor. It stands over a wet slack.
What's in it?
We stare at it for a moment before it starts to move. What?
What?
Fine. Hugo leans down and unzips the backpack. A horseshoe crab frantically scuttles out
Oh, no.
and across the floor. An
Not
employee
Barry.
swoops in, scoops it up, and places it back into the tank.
Oh.
She gives us a disapproving look.
That's actually like if we did that in an aquarium, you'd get kicked out and then probably barred for life.
Oh yeah, you
Probably
would.
get, like,
Like a disapproving look
Yeah,
from the
no.
employee,
No, you'd get.
you'd get in serious trouble.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you went to like Kelly Carlton's and did that?
Yeah.
You would never be allowed back again.
What if you just stole one of the penguins?
That would be horrible. Why would you do that? They're happy. Leave them alone.
For a friend.
For a friend.
Jesus, Susan. What was your plan?
I was trying to free him.
To where? Outside? Where he's gonna die? Susan, go back to your group. We'll discuss this
Oh
later.
my god, she did not get punished at all.
Yeah, and hand till we can see him. Susan sulks off, leaving me alone with Hugo. Gives me a pat on the shoulder. Middle schoolers have sticky hands. I doubt that's the first time that's happened here.
It's true.
Or the last. In the next room we see a variety of smaller tanks. Sea urchins, tiny fish, and a rainbow of beautiful underwater plant life surround us. Look over here. Hugo pointed to some seahorses. Oh. Gathered at the bottom of a tank. One of them is in the middle of giving birth. That's actually the male seahorse. Sort of takes fatherhood to a new level, doesn't it? Hey kids, come check this out. There's a male seahorse giving birth. A low murmur from the students. They just jump back on their phones. Fun fact, male seahorses can even give birth and then get pregnant in the same day. Man, we thought we had it hard. I wonder if they have to deal with their kids' awkward teenage years too. All however many thousand of them. You seem to know a lot about marine life, Hugo. It's not really my speciality, but I do make a point to learn as much as possible wherever I can. I think that learning shouldn't end when you leave school. We should challenge ourselves to find out more about the things we don't understand every day of our lives. Because if you stop learning, I don't think you'll ever be able to grow or change as a person. Good point. But I still don't trust the ocean. We'll get there. We finally make our way over to my favourite part of the tour, the Arctic exhibit. Do we get to see the penguins? Yes, we get to see the penguins. Hell yes.
Yeah.
Penguins! Should we finish up next time, or do you want to go for it?
Next time, penguins.
Penguins.
Next
Oh, actually,
time,
before
Those
our
fake
feet are
mountains
gonna
in the
get
background.
real happy.
before we go, I found a little video here which I'm going to play.
Okay.
Very short.
Can you Google how to say anemone and see if people have debated this issue before?
Okay.
We'll get back to you guys.
Next time,
Catch you around.
anemones.